Let me start with something I hear a lot. Someone will say, we are cloud native now. We've moved to SaaS. And they say it like the work is done, like a hosting decision. It's the same thing as a transformation decision. It isn't. And for the companies we work with, wealth managers, asset managers, firms where revenue is genuinely complex, the gap between those two things matters enormously because revenue in this industry is not a simple system. It never has been. You are managing fee structures that vary by client, advisor compensation models that have to reconcile with every fee calculation, regulatory requirements that change with the market, client relationships that go back decades, and now increasing pressure to turn all of that into data-driven insights in real time. So the question is never just where the system runs. The question is, can it scale? Can it adopt? Can it evolve continuously without breaking everything every time the business changes? That's a different question entirely. And it's the question that defines modern revenue infrastructure. Here is what we have learned at PureFacts after years of building in this space. SaaS is not a deployment model. It's an operating model. A deployment model is about where software lives. An operating model is about how a business delivers value consistently, at scale, over time. When we talk about being SaaS-first, we mean the second thing. So what that actually looks like. The first thing is single version architecture. This sounds technical, but the business implication is profound. When you're not managing a different version of your platform for every client, you can move faster for every client. Rolling upgrades, continuous innovation, lower long-term cost, both for the customer and us. Everyone benefits when one platform gets better. The second thing is platform-first design. Instead of building isolated capabilities that only serve one product, we build shared services. Shared data, shared workflows, shared APIs that every product can use. It changes the economics of building entirely. We stop solving the same problem 4 times, 5 times. The third thing, and this is the one that separates the platforms that will matter in 5 years from the ones that won't, is data as a core asset. Not an output, an asset. Most systems produce data as a byproduct. You run the fee calculation, you get the data. You process the compensation, you get data. And then someone tries to report on it later and discovers the data from this system does not quite match the data from that system. Now you have a reconciliation problem instead of an insight. Our central data platform exists to solve exactly that. Consistent data ingestion, standardization across systems, analytical capabilities built on top of a foundation that actually holds together. Without that, every insight is a one-off exercise, and one-off exercises don't scale. Now let me talk about operational scalability, because this is where SaaS either proves itself or does not. In a traditional model, complexity grows with every client. Each new implementation adds weight. The team gets bigger. The support burden gets heavier. The release cycles get slower. You're essentially running a services business dressed up as a software business. In a true SaaS-first model, the platform absorbs that complexity. Each new client benefits from everything that came before. The platform gets smarter. The implementation gets faster. The economics improve over time rather than degrading. That's the real difference between implementing software and delivering a service at scale. That's the shift we are driving at PureFacts. straightforward to describe and genuinely hard to execute. From product customization to platform configuration, from fragmented data to centralized intelligence, from release cycles to continuous evolution. Each of those is a meaningful change. Together, they're a different way of building. And then there is AI. I want to be direct about this because I think a lot of companies are about to learn an expensive lesson. AI does not sit on top of your systems. AI depends on how your systems are built. If your data is fragmented, AI will surface that inconsistency faster than any audit ever did. If your architecture is inconsistent, AI will amplify the chaos, not resolve it. The companies that will get the most from AI in wealth and asset management industry are not the ones who move fastest to adopt AI tools. They're the ones who built the right foundation first. Clean data, consistent architecture, shared services. AI needs infrastructure to stand on. We are building that infrastructure now so that when intelligence layers are added, they actually work. So when we say cloud native, SaaS first, here is what we actually mean. A platform that evolves continuously, so you're never stuck waiting for the next release. A platform that scales without fragmentation, so the 100th client does not cost proportionally more than the 10th. And a platform built on a data foundation that can support intelligence, not just reporting, but the genuine decision support, insight, and eventually automation. Modern revenue infrastructure is not about technology choices. It is about building a system that allows the business to move faster, operate more efficiently, deliver differentiated value to clients consistently at scale over time. That's what we are building at PureFacts. And honestly, we think the wealth management industry is ready for it.